And all right, just three of them. Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
Good morning. Have you ever seen birds form a V and just fly over your head as if they're going somewhere? Yeah? Isn't it beautiful? You kinda, not really. How do, maybe you can ask your parents, how do birds know when it's time to move from one place to the next? Like they get a call in or something? Well, I can't hear any of you. When they get cold. Then they move north when they get cold? South. Right. Yeah. What about like animals under the sea, even like whales? You know, they move at a certain time. Do you know why? Or no? Or how do you have dogs, don't you?
Yeah.
Do they have any puppies? No. Say what? Say what? They spayed or neutered. Yes, so they can't have puppies, right? Well, you know, like how do the puppies know when their dog daddy or dog mommy is calling them? Ruff ruff? Huh? They learn a certain sound of their parents. Okay, so you get a calling. How do you know when your parents are calling you? They say
Hannah!
They call your name, right? Come and do this. Well, we all get calls, right? And sometimes we just feel a need to have a certain calling within. Like maybe you're not sure where mom or dad is in the house, and so what do?
Call for them.
You call for them, right? Mommy, daddy, right? And sometimes you really don't want anything. You just want to know where they are. Huh? True? Yeah, very true. Thank you, Hannah. Huh? Same with Samantha. So if you don't see her for a long time, you check in with her. Well, in the gospel, well, not the gospel, in the Acts of the Apostles, Paul got a calling too. Do you know how he got his calling? One night he was sleeping and he had a dream, right? And in that dream, God had called him to go and to preach love to people. And he went to a place called Macedonia. And in Macedonia, he met a person called Lydia, right? And he proclaimed God's gospel to her. And what happened to her and her family? They were baptized, right? So the thing is, I want to ask you, how do you think God is calling you? Even though you're little, you have a lot going on. Hannah, you just celebrated your birthday on Friday, yes, and you are now how old? 9 years old. So in all these 9 years of experience, what do you think God is calling you to do? Pay attention. Okay, what about you? Be loving and follow His words. And how are you going to do that specifically? By obeying your parents. Anything else? You forget. All right. What about you, Luke? How is God calling you? To wake up right now? You're a little sleepy, huh? Late night, dark night. All right, I hear that. How do you think God is calling you? By caring for your family. So you're the protective big brother for Hannah, right? Nobody's gonna mess with her, right? There you go. Huh? Except maybe him. Well, that's different, yes. Very different, right? You have that right. Well, God calls us all to love a certain way, to live a certain way, and He is constantly calling us to be the best that we can be. And so I am challenging you to be like Paul, to listen for the ways God is calling you, where He's asking you to go, and to do what He says. And so maybe this week in school, He's calling you to help out a friend, or to smile a little more, or to tell others how much you appreciate them, or he's calling you to just kind of settle down and, like you said, Hannah, pay attention, right? Where does he want you to pay attention? In math. Okay, God has really been calling you. You know this, right? In math, yes. Well, pay attention anywhere. Okay. All right. I think that's it. Right? Please stand. Dear friends, when God calls, we need to listen. He has an important work for us to do. Amen.